Yeah, what do you think about the monster?
He's a good fighter. Yeah, he's a good fighter.
Yeah? You see any holes?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does Inoue bring to the table that can make that a difficult fight?
It's nothing nobody really can bring to the table that's gonna make it a difficult fight. It's up to me.
Inoue is like a superhero. Unbelievable.
Stephen Fulton has said time and time again, once he fights MJ for Undisputed, and provided he beats him, that he wants to fight Inoue. How would you see that fight playing out? Who would you give the edge to, Fulton or Inoue, man?
I love Steven. Steven is a bad boy. I mean, he's a sharpshooter. His nickname should be Razor, because that's how sharp he is when he's working. He works off his jab, his counters, his combinations, his inside work, his footwork is on the scale of fabulous. Inoue would have to move up to meet him at it. If Inoue can bring all of those good things up to 122, we're talking about a hell of a fight that I would have to side with Inoue on. But if he can't bring that 100% to 122, the bad boy at 122, Stephen Fulton, is gonna have some fun in that ring.
You know what I mean? But you gotta respect Inoue. His instincts is through the roof. His reflexes is through the roof. And you know what I mean? He turned his shots over perfect. You know what I'm saying? He a great fighter. I like him.
Cool Boy versus Inoue.
Yeah.
122.
Yeah.
Who wins that fight?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna pick Cool Boy. But let's be real. He never seen nothing like Cool Boy. And Cool Boy is a bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? Never seen nothing like him. So whatever Inoue brings to the table, I see Cool Boy bring it to the table. He could make it trouble for Cool Boy if he can adjust to the weight class. But I'm gonna pick Cool Boy in the decision for sure.
What do you think about the future fight with the monster Naoya and Stephen Fulton?
That's all. Grab these belts at bantamweight, be undisputed, you know. And then you can fight the monster. I'm rocking with Fulton. You know what I'm saying? I think Scooter too big.
Yeah, too big.
For it.
Too sharp too, maybe.
Too big, too sharp, and Scooter always find a way to win. He know how to break down and get dirty if he got to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is Inoue the best fighter in the world?
Oh my God. The way he did to Donaire, it's unbelievable, man. And Donaire's a bad boy, dude. He was wearing pillows and he was getting those knockouts. Now he discovered the Reyes gloves. I don't think nobody gonna be able to deal with that damn punching power with the Reyes glove. Inoue is probably, I would say, the most efficient killer in boxing.
You know, Stephen Fulton, he's at 122, Inoue's at 118, but Fulton's been calling for that fight for like a really long time. Do you think Fulton can pull off a win against Inoue?
Fulton a bad boy, dude. Fulton can do a little bit of everything, and that's why I like Fulton. He's smooth with it too, great style, confident, you know, come and fight. I would love to see him and Inoue go at it, no doubt about it. That'd be an entertaining fight. You know, I ain't never seen Inoue with a guy in there with slickness like Fulton, you know? You know, we see guys that, you know, they got some good footwork, but not no counter-punching ability like Fulton and the skill set that he brings. So it'd be interesting to see how Inoue deal with that, somebody just as smart as he is.
I think my prediction is a one hit, maybe, you know, I'm strong, man. Inoue!
Yeah, the real monster,
Inoue!
baby, the real
Come on,
monster.
man! You're a monster? Motherfucker! No, you are no monster. You are a Chinese, Japanese turtle. No monster, man. Inoue scared me. Fuck, motherfucker! Come on, you next.
Casemiro is no joke. He's a real killer, and he can punch, and he's a ruthless, spiteful fighter, and he's a very talented, good fighter who makes people miss, makes people fall short. And Casemiro can punch. He's still to this day the hardest puncher I've ever been hit by. He's very awkward and tricky himself. He likes to go low, and he's spiteful, and he is a bit dirty. He will be looking for the KO every round of the fight. Yeah, he's just got to watch out for the power and especially the timing of his shots over the top.
Naoya Inoue against John Real Casemiro, who you've seen up close. How do you see that going?
I fancy Inoue still. He's unbelievable. He's just a class fighter. Real's been beat a few times. He can punch as well. I think as soon as Inoue lands, it's game over.
What did you think of Inoue tonight?
Inoue today is a good performance, but for me, maybe next, no good performance.
Easy work!
Easy work.
He is one of the best in the world, it's obvious. like you just look at his last fight, he is one of the best. And I just wondered, how do you go forward and think about how do you beat him?
The power's the big issue with him. But like I've said to everyone, power doesn't frighten me, mate. I've been stopped before, I've been dropped before. I'd rather get hit by a Inoue than have a needle. I'm not frightened of his power. It doesn't bother me. Power does not bother me.
I spoke to Paul not long after it, and he just said, right, Joe, crack on with negotiations. Make sure there's 2 gum shields, a head guard, and he's in 16-ounce gloves. Paul's attitude is, I can't wait to get in there with him, and he wants to test himself against the best in the world. And who he is, that there's fights that haven't gone before where people have started as big underdogs, do you know what I mean, and pulled off an upset. It's a chance for him in his career. He's been boxing since he was aged, 23, something like that, since 10 years old.
Who does he want to fight?
¿Con quién quieres pelear?
Con Inoue.
¿Con quién?
Inoue.
Inoue.
Oh, he's a mucho famoso Inoue. You knock him out? Does he knock him out?
Claro, of course.
Next challenge. Inoue hits hard. What do you need to do to beat him?
Put a lot of pressure, that's it.
The Japanese fighter out there that's the world is talking about and so forth. And I think I have the better fighter right now.
Did you see the fight that Inoue had with Nonito? Inoue looked human though. He looked like you can beat him, that he can be countered really well.
Es un peleador que aún le falta mucha experiencia. Tengo mucha más experiencia que Inoue. Pienso que el mejor peleador para que Inoue frente soy yo. Él y yo es la pelea adecuada para ver quién es el mejor peso gallo del mundo.
When you saw that fight, what were you thinking your man, Neri, could do against Inoue?
You know, his speed is so superior than most of his opponents, and he just got a really quick hand and hits really hard. And I just see him knocking out both guys, to be honest with you.